Season 11 of Below Deck is going down on February 5th on Bravo, and I'm here to give you all the tea, all the scoop on what's going down and who's in the cast for this season. First up, elephant in the room, we've got to address that Captain Lee will not be back. If you remember from last season, he actually had a hip injury that required him to leave the boat, so Captain Sandy stepped in. That was, a little bit of a bad fit, and there definitely was some tension, even some tensions with scheduling that led to them not even doing any kind of reunion for the season, for season 10. So Captain Lee really left on like a rocky cliffhanger where we were just like, what happens to him next? And so they gave him the show Couch Talk with Kate, and that actually kind of let me down. I mean, I get that they wanted to give Kate a show, and I'm totally good with that. But Captain Lee doesn't watch all the shows, so why force and make him act like he does? Let him be him. Let him be a captain and let him do his own thing, because that's what we love to watch him on TV with. Besides that, we know that Captain Lee is not coming back for this season. He was either retired or fired. We'll let you determine that with this video to give you that full scoop. But I will tell you that Captain Kerry from Below Deck Adventure is going to come down and be the captain for this new season, and we're really excited about it. We haven't seen a lot of Captain Kerry, but we know that he's a really funny family man. He is no joking, no fooling around on his boat, so we'll see what the vibe is on the boat, but people seem to really like him, so we'll see. We know he is a dad, his wife, partner, they have a really cute family. They adopt huskies. They do some cool stuff. So I really think we're going to see a lot more of his personality this season. We know that Below Deck Adventure was not renewed for another season. So this is really his new boat to captain, and we're excited to watch him do it. Besides the captain, we do have two other returning stars. We have Ben Willoughby on the deck, and we have everyone's favorite Frasier Olander on the interior. He will be the chief stew. Ben will not be the bosun, but he may get promoted to lead deckhand or something like that throughout the season. It definitely looks like from the website and from the early trailer that we saw at BravoCon that there is a lot of hiring and firing. Kerry did not mince words about the fact that there were a lot of people coming on and off the boat this season. So what we do know is that there are going to be a lot of new faces. And what that means is that the trailer only showed a little bit of the season, because they really only show the people who start the season in that trailer, so they don't give away anybody else that may be coming later on. So here's to hoping they bring in some other Below Deck alums to the show, but we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe have a few spoilers for you at the end of this video to let you know who may be coming later in the season. Let's start with our chief stew, Frasier. Everyone loves him. He was at BravoCon again this season, and yeah, he's a big hit. He's from London. He's been in the industry 6 years, and he is just the life of the party. Now, I have said on and on that I think the one key missing for Frasier on the show is that they never give him like a love interest on the show, and I really think that's what's missing for his storyline. And we do know from the trailer that he obviously is smooching up with somebody. So we do think he's going to get that little loving interest or a little fling or whatever it is this season, and I cannot wait to see that. So I think this is going to be a big season for him. We do see also him getting into some drama with Ben. These are obviously two very beloved returners to Below Deck, so to see them kind of at odds is really interesting and new. It is pretty clear to see from the trailer so far that Ben is going to be the pot stirrer of the whole thing. He's going to be picking at people and picking at the interior specifically. I think when it comes to Frasier, we saw in the last season that his biggest challenge that he needs to overcome is that he really wants to be everyone's friend and keep the vibes good. But when he's not giving them actionable advice and putting his foot down, he lacks a lot of control over his interior. And so I think things are going to get a little out of control. And we also know that Ben is a hopeless romantic, and I can imagine that Ben breaks some hearts along the way throughout the season, so I'm sure that doesn't help the interior morale either. Ben Willoughby has been in the industry for 5 years, and he is a surfer boy through and through. He's from the Gold Coast, Australia. Great accent, and yeah, he's an outside guy. He's always doing some kind of water sport, whether it's kite surfing, he's outside at the beach doing, surfing. He lives outdoors, and he also loves photography. He's definitely posting a lot on his Instagram feed this time of year around all of his different photography projects he's working on. So yeah, he definitely leans into that hopeless romantic surfer boy kind of persona, and yeah, it should be fun. It does help to have someone like him on the crew because, if you know, like Colin and Below Deck Sailing, you do need somebody who's stirring the pot and keeping things fresh to keep things entertaining. It's what's been missing on Below Deck Med, honestly, this season, is finding someone that's likable and also stirs the pot. So that's a tough balance, and I think you're going to find that with Ben this season. Next up is Chef Anthony. We definitely see from the trailer that he is a lover, not a fighter. He says his bestie on the boat is going to be Frasier, so I'm excited to see this bond, and it's obviously great to have the chef and the chief stew in sync. So we think this is going to be a really fun partnership there. He's from Fort Lauderdale, so he's from the yachting industry. He's been in it for about 3 or 4 years. And yeah, he looks like he's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of trouble, especially in the dating pool on the boat. So that's going to be fun. Our bosun is going to be Jared. He's from Connecticut. He's been in the industry about 11 years, so we know he's got a lot of experience. What I'll tell you is that it kind of sounds like he doesn't last long, so we'll see. But we do know that he is all about sports, manly stuff like carpentry, like he is a man's man. I do think, we see from a lot of these seasons that sometimes the manliest men become the toxic masculinity men. So hopefully he doesn't edge that way, but he is the bosun. They've put him on the website. We definitely know that he's casted and starting out the season. TBD on how long he makes it. It doesn't look like from the trailer that he's a fan favorite, so we'll see. Next up is Kat, and she's from the OC. She's a Cali girl. She loves surfing. She loves playing guitar. I think we can see the writing on the walls. We know that something's going to go on between Ben and Kat because they have so many like interests. So I will be shocked if we don't see a hookup from them some point of the season, but we know she's a surfer, she's an artist. This is obviously Ben's dream girl, so I can assume that something will happen between them this season. I'm excited about that. Next up is Sunny. She's going to be a deckhand. She's from Quebec. We don't have many Canadians on the show, so I'm excited to see her on it. I'm going to call it out. She has the best hair, so there you go. I said what I said. She's only been in the industry about 1.5 years, so she's pretty green. I think we're definitely going to see some dating and drama with Sunny. Her name on Instagram is Marie Marquise, so I think if you're looking for her, that's her. But Sunny looks to be like the life of the party and maybe a little bit of the drama, and we'll see how long she lasts this season. I think that exterior is where we're going to see a lot of turnover this season. Next up is Zandy, and she is from South Africa. We always got to get somebody from South Africa on the boat each season on Below Deck. And she looks like she's going to be very fun. We do see that she's definitely a crystal girly because obviously Frasier touches one of her crystals by her bunk and she feels like it upset her aura. So yeah, we can definitely see that she's going to be our spiritual girly of the season, and she looks to bring a lot of fun and humor to the show. So I'm excited about that. She's been in the industry 6 years, so we're seeing a very experienced crew for season 11, on the interior at least. Next up is Barbie. Of course, it's the year of Barbie, so we have to have one on the boat. She's from Argentina. We do know that she seems to be the center of a lot of dating frenzy as well on the boat, so we think there's going to be some good drama with her this season. It's going to be really fun. She also has 6 years of experience, so we're seeing a lot of girls with a lot of yachting experience on this boat. So we might see a little bit of like a power struggle this season, but who knows? Next up is Kyle, and he's from Scotland. He looks like he's trouble. Look at this facial expression right here. You think this is a good guy? I don't know. He's kind of giving Disney villain, but we'll have to see. We do know there's a lot of dating drama going on with him this season. I don't know how long he lasts. He's last on the list of the cast, and as I just said, we see a lot of turnover this season, so we'll see how long he lasts. But yeah, he's fairly green. He's from Scotland, so I'm excited for a very fun accent to add to the crew. And yeah, we'll have to see who his love interests end up being. Now, this crew is a real mix of some very green deckhands and some very experienced stews. So we're gonna see a lot of drama. We do have some strong returners coming back, but it is a full house and we should see some new characters. I've heard that Paris, who is Jake's ex from the previous season, she may be coming in as, I believe, a stew. And as you know, Frasier kind of had a thing for Jake, so I really think this is going to be an interesting mixture. I do think Frasier and Paris are going to be besties on this boat. Obviously, they have so much in common with Jake, so they're little crushes. So that should be entertaining. And yeah, I'm excited to see if there are any other Below Deck alum coming back to the show. But I would love to know what you think. The show is coming out February 5th on Bravo, so tune in. There will be much more here on our channel to talk through the whole season, but I'm just counting it down, so let me know who you're most excited to see on the show. Thanks. Bye.